There are some problems that you will see, and you need only the presence of God for you to be able to solve that problem. And you see, this one here is an example of such problem. You need the grace of God to be able to solve it. I'm not saying this to make you to be afraid, but well, let's see how it goes. We are given that x raised to the power of minus x raised to the power of 1 minus x is equal to 2 raised to the power of 8, and we're asked to solve for the value of x. Very confusing, but it's very simple. Now here's the solution to this problem. Alright, we have x raised to the power of minus x raised to the power of 1 minus x. All of this is equal to 2 raised to the power of 8. Now, this is what we need to know. When we see a problem involving exponents or powers, it means we need to apply the laws of indices. We must apply the laws of indices that will make us to be able to arrive at our final destination. You get it? So now let's see how we can go about this. If you have x raised to the power of b multiplied by x raised to the power of minus c, how can you simplify this? You can break this down to become x raised to the power of b minus c, because when the base is the same, just as you can see, the base is the same, and you're multiplying, you are free to pick one of the base, which is x, and add the exponent or the power. So if you add b plus minus c, you are going to have b minus c. You get? That's it. So now we are going to use this rule here to come here. We have x raised to the power of minus x. Now check, we have 1 minus x. 1 minus x, which means here will be power 1 times here will be x raised to the power of minus x. All of this to be equal to 2 raised to the power of 8. Yes, because if you observe, the base are the same. The x are the base. So we pick one of the base, and then what should we do? We add the exponent, which is 1 minus x here. I'm talking about this exponent. This one. I'm not talking about this words. So if you break it down like this, you're going to see that we see the same thing as the first one. Now this is the same thing as x raised to the power of minus x. Now that's for this one, because minus x raised to the power of 1 is the same thing as minus x. Now we still have x raised to the power of minus x equal to 2 raised to the power of 8 is the same thing as 2 times 4, which is the same thing as 8. You get? Alright, so let's proceed further. Now, what we have here now is x raised to the power of minus x all raised to the power of x raised to the power of minus x is equal to, now this is the same thing as 2 raised to the power of 2 raised to the power of 4, because if we have for example, if you have a raised to the power of b times c, this is the same thing as a raised to the power of b or multiplied by c. So when you're multiplying exponents, you can put one inside the bracket, so while the other one outside the bracket. So this is the same thing as x raised to the power of minus x raised to the power of x raised to the power of minus x to be equal to 2 raised to the power of 2 means 2 times 2, which is what? 4. So this will give us 4 raised to the power of 4. Now let's see, let's compare both sides. For the base, x raised to the power of minus x is equal to 4, and x raised to the power of minus x is still equal to 4. So by comparing both base and exponents, By comparing both the base here, x minus 4 equal to 4, x raised to the power of minus x is equal to 4, x raised to the power of minus x is equal to 4. So both base and exponents, this implies that, or let me just say, by comparing both base and exponents, this implies that x raised to the power of minus x is equal to 4. Because when we compare the base, we have 4. When we compare the exponent, we still have 4. X raised to the power of minus x raised to the power of minus x. 4, 4. So which means if you are comparing both base and exponents, you are going to have x raised to the power of minus x equal to 4. But remember, we are not looking for x raised to the power of minus x. We are looking for the value of x. So which means we are still going to simplify this further. You get? As simple as that. We are going there, and I promise you, this is going to be amazing. You get? Just stay tuned to this video. So when we compared both sides, we saw that x raised to the power of minus x is equal to 4. But just as I said, we are not looking for the value of x raised to the power of minus x. We are looking for the value of x. You get? So let's proceed. We have x raised to the power of minus x to be equal to 4. Now this is another thing we need to know. X raised to the power of minus x is the same thing as minus 2. 4 is the same thing as minus 2 all squared. You know, minus 2 all squared means minus 2 times minus 2, which is positive 4, because minus times minus is plus. So therefore, x raised to the power of minus x is equal to minus 2 all raised to the power of 2. First of all, this is what we are going to do. We have x raised to the power of minus x equal to minus 2 all raised to the power of 2. What to do is I will multiply here by minus 1. Multiply here by minus 1. Multiply both exponents by minus 1. So that x raised to the power of minus x times minus 1 will give us x to be equal to minus 2 all raised to the power of 2 times minus 1 will give us minus 2 also. You get? Minus x times minus 1 is positive x, minus 2 times minus 1 is minus 2. So by comparing both sides, by comparing the base is x, which is minus 2. Here is also the base. The base is x, which the exponent is x. The exponent here also is minus 2. So by this implies that x is equal to minus 2 as the value of x that will satisfy this exponential equation. All you have to do is like this video, subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to always share this video. I will see you in my next class. Bye.